Alrighty, good morning students. So today we are going to be learning about 3D objects. So we're going to start by reading a book, and while I'm reading I want you to think about what 3D objects that you can see in the book, how they are being used and what purpose they are serving. Alright, so we're going to be reading the all-new must-have Orange 430 by Michael Speechley. Alright, let's have a look. Yes, the all-new Orange 430 was finally here. Harvey had to have it. The only problem was that he didn't have enough money. So Harvey searched his house. He checked every pocket in every piece of clothing he owned. He found a few interesting things before he finally struck it rich with his good old secret spot. Coinage. So he's found some coins. He's got he had $4.35 and he added $1 and now he's got $5.35. And that dollar was the grandma slipped into his last year's birthday cards. Have a better look at the images that you can see, the objects you can see on the page. With the cash in his pocket, Harvey raced to the big shop, which had a small shop tucked away at the bottom of a very long staircase. The lady at the counter was ever so friendly. The shelves were packed with the very best products, and a smack bam in the middle of them was the latest and greatest, the Orange 430. And now it was finally all his. He paid up and ran home. So have a bit of a look at the images and the objects that you can see in this page. Harvey ripped open the box. He took off the packaging, popped off the bubble wrap, tore off the tissue paper, picked off the plastic, and there it was. So have a bit of a look at this. This is the Orange 430. Have a bit of a look at its design and the object that it is, and have a bit of a think about it. So he looked it up and he looked it down. He looked it around and around and around. It had everything. It had a thingy that did nothing, a what's-it that did squat, a dackety-lackety that was wackety, and something that was silly. But what does it do? A bit of a thing. What do you think it could do? He wore it as a hat. Dumb. He threw it for the neighbour's dog. Fetch. He floated it. It sank. He kicked it. Ouch. He propped up a wobbly cupboard. Nope. He tried to get Lulu to chase it. Meow. I think the Orange 430 is actually completely useless. Harvey decided to return it, but he couldn't find the receipt anywhere. So taking a bit of a chance, he boxed up the Orange 430 and ran it straight back to the small shop. Welcome back. How can I be of assistance? I bought this yesterday and I think it's totally useless. Well, you did purchase a useless item, but not my problem. Well, she's not very happy. No receipt, no return. Try taking it back to the manufacturer. So Harvey rushed off to the offices of the Useless Object International, where he joined a very long and very unhappy queue. So have a bit of a look at the boxes. Have a look at the different shapes that they are. Here we have the UOI, the Useless Object International. Have a bit of a think what shape, what objects it's made up of. Things were not looking good at all. It's a pretty long wait. Could you do anything with your objects? I think I want a world record for losing a staring fight. I balanced mine on the tip of my knee for a grand total of 17 minutes and 59 seconds. I stood perfectly still with it on top of my head for at least half an hour. Everyone laughed at how silly they had been. I reckon we could have a heap more fun with these boxes than we ever would with our useless objects. And everyone's cheering, saying, let's play. Let's see what they do with the boxes. Have a bit of a think about what you could do with a cardboard box to have fun. and the games began. Poppy was an absolute legend at hopscotch. So who thought of that? Breaking down the cardboard box with hopscotch. It's a great idea. Mary was a star at musical boxes. Billy easily won the box boat race. Arika's tower was good, but Gustav's was gold. Could make a tower. Simon was fast and accurate. While everyone was having so much fun, Harvey had another brilliant idea. From now on, he was going to save his money for useful stuff. He really could have used a bike today. And here's everyone thinking of something useful that they could have brought. Have a bit of a look at the objects and just have a bit of a look. But Mr. Riffoff, president of UOI, didn't like this idea. Who would buy all of his useless items now? Go away, unless of course you would like a really good buy. Using a fake nice person's voice. So they left. But first they gave grumpy old Mr. Ripple a really good buy. Using the boxes again. And Harvey thought about a couple more things that he would like to say. One was a very, very, very big. So what's that one? Yeah, the well. I'm going to save the well. And the other was really quite small. And later that night, while angry Mr. Ripper paced through his huge, overflowing warehouse, Lulu snuggled happily into her all-new, must-have favourite spot. All right, so that's the end. So have a bit of a think just now about what we saw in the book about three-dimensional objects and how they were being used. So specifically have a bit of a think about the cardboard boxes and what was done with those. Thank you.